everybody, I'm just here to show you my new Le Creuset Beauty and the Beast soup pot. I saw this on the website and I thought it was absolutely beautiful, just fell in love with it immediately. I just loved it. Still do. The novelty hasn't worn off. This one's limited edition. I didn't get it because it was limited edition. I can't even remember the last time I bought something that was limited edition. Don't even know if I have ever bought anything limited edition before, but this one I did really like. It's not cheap, but yeah, like I said, just for me this was really special, so this is something that I wanted to get. Now I said unboxing. A disclaimer: I have opened this before. I have cooked with it before. It cooks really well. I'll get into that in a moment. So you won't see all of the packaging here, but I did want to show you the box, just in case some of you are thinking about getting it. I wanted you to have a bit of an idea of what it would look like in the outside packaging. But I've removed most of the packaging inside. Here it is. It's even nicer when I open it. Okay, so this is it. This one is so here it is. And yeah, I think it's even nicer in sort of when it arrives, it's even nicer than what it looks like in the pictures. This is a really nice blue. I think it's called cobalt blue. I'm not sure. I understand it's also available in the yellow to match Belle's dress in the Beauty and the Beast scene. You know, when Mrs. Potts is singing Beauty and the Beast and she's dancing around with the Beast, that sort of yellow. It is a soup pot, so basically it's meant for, you can use it for a variety of things, I guess, but it's best for simmering liquids. So things like soups or braises and things like that. You'll see that the base of it, hasn't got a flat base, it's got a bit of a curved base here, and that's supposed to make it really good for braising. Really nice, quite wide handles. It's not a huge pot size-wise. Capacity is, it's 2.6 litres capacity, or 2 3/4 quarts. In terms of dimensions, it says here it is 22 centimetres, or 8 2/3 inches. I thought this blue was cobalt blue, but it says here it's lazuli, Lazuli, lazuli. And yes, only the one size was available when I bought it. I like the blue colour the best. But I actually haven't sort of seen the yellow size other than in pictures on websites and that, but apparently there is a yellow that is available or is about to be available, so if you're interested in the yellow instead, go check that out. I'll take the lid off there. Just had the standard Le Creuset instruction book in it. It also had actually a separate card just saying that if you hand wash it, it will preserve this design for years to come, which is fine with me. So I'm just going to hand wash this one. As I said, I have used this before. It cleans up quite easily. I haven't had any problems cleaning it at all. So as you can see, it works quite well. It is enamelled cast iron, so if you haven't sort of cooked with that kind of material before, cast iron takes a little while to heat up, but it retains heat really well. And on my stovetop, once this is heated up, I've had this on, you know, I've got an electric cooktop with a knob that goes up to 10, and I've simmered this for 2 or 3 hours on the 2 or 3 setting. Now obviously you'll have to match it depending on what's right for your food and what's right for your cooktop, but that's a very low setting and I've been able to keep it simmering on that low, which is great. Yeah, cooks really well. It's cleaned very easily so far. I'm hoping that will continue into the future. I really want to look after this and keep it sort of looking this way. Here's the bottom. It's got the Le Creuset words there. It says 22, so I mentioned before that it was 22 centimetres in terms of dimensions. It does say Le Creuset on the lid here, and if you flip it over to the other side, sorry if the camera is wobbly, I'm just getting used to filming it all. I haven't done much of it. So it says 22 for 22 centimetres. On the side there it says 2.6, which, yeah, that's the capacity in litres up there. And on this side, what have we got? Oh, and that's just in quarts. So before I said it was 2 3/4 quarts. Yeah, so what have I cooked in here so far? I have cooked a soup. I've cooked a really nice soup with a lot of beans in that, which I had to simmer for about 2-3 hours. As I said, this you can get a lot bigger capacity than this in Le Creuset. The reason I was actually on the Le Creuset website originally when I saw this is because I want to buy a bigger Dutch oven casserole. So I'll probably buy a 26 centimetre or 28 centimetre casserole, probably in the red or the cerise colour. Haven't quite decided yet. I'm also kind of like the idea of the yellow, but I'll probably end up getting the cerise colour. But this one's really good, you know, if you're cooking something smaller. I mean, yes, sometimes if you're doing some stew or something, you might want to do a big, massive batch. If you're cooking for a lot of people, or if you're just cooking for a couple of people, you want to freeze it, that's fine. But then there are other times where you want to make something, you know, that you might need to sort of cook for a while on the stove, but you aren't making massive quantities. I sometimes order from a meal order service, you know, those ones where they send you the ingredients and then you get it together yourself. I could use this for this. You can cook with this on most stove tops. The packets here says that it's fine. This pot is fine for induction, gas, electric, ceramic, radiant ring, oven and dishwasher. And this box says it's got a lifetime guarantee as well. So, like I said, made of cast iron, which takes a while to heat up, and once it does, it holds its heat quite well. This is an enamelled cast iron, so if any of you have those sort of old cast iron, black cast iron pans that aren't enamelled, they're obviously jet black. They're sort of the old-fashioned pots. You see them around every so often. If anyone's interested in knowing more about cast iron pans, I can do another video on that. I've got one that I can bring out and have a chat to you about. This one's enamel cast iron, which means that you don't need to season it, and it is easier to clean, so that's a big advantage of that. So yeah, so far as I said, I've cooked a bean soup in it. I've also cooked like a fettuccine dish. So basically I made the red sauce in this pot, and got my pasta on, you know, while I was getting the sauce together. I forgot to turn the power on when I was making the pasta, so this ended up having to simmer for quite a while, just in the pot. No problems with that. And when the pasta was ready, I just drained the pasta and put the pasta in this pot with the sauce. And once I was done serving that meal, I could just put the lid on and then put it back in the fridge. So yeah, I guess that's the basics for this one. So far, I couldn't be happier with it. Please don't get this if you're on a budget or have or can't afford it. It is a splurge. my understanding of Les Creusets is that they're quite long lasting. As I said, I haven't owned one until now. My understanding is they're quite long lasting. So sometime down the track I'll get a bigger one, and then these will be my two sort of Dutch oven type enamelled cast iron vessels, which I'm hoping will last me for many, many, many years. Anyway, if you like this video, please let me know. Let me know if you'd like me to make any videos about anything else, and I'll see you down the track. Thanks, bye.